Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, or welcome back, and happy Teddy Beas pre-order weekend to all those who celebrate. So I'm here with my empties and unempties as usual. So yeah, I'll run through my empties first and then my unempties. I suppose before I start, yes, I did do a big Teddy Beas pre-order haul. It's just an amazing list. Go check it out. I have been pretty bad this weekend, actually. I've done 3 orders. I did, Teddy Beas, and I did an order at L3, and then I did a little order. Hayden Rowe had 25% off as well, and a few good cents. So anyway, very, very bad. So let's talk about the wax that I have melted to make me feel a little bit better about all that. So I finished this doggy bag. No, it wasn't a doggy bag, sorry. It was chunk bag. It was a bag of big chunks from L3. It was a custom. Zucchini bread, cinnamon, caramel apple, and cinnamon sugar. I really, really love this one. This one is such a good freaking blend. I really love L3's caramel apple oil. It is just, I don't know, something about it. It's not super appley, but it's not super caramelly, but it is both of those things. I don't know. It's just great. Her cinnamon sugar is fabulous as well. Like, it's a really warm kind of bakery cinnamon. It's not cinnamony, you know. And the zucchini bread, just perfect combo. So I've had this now in a scoop, and this I will probably sometime over the next few months, because I don't need any more. It is a like an autumn winter melt for me, so I don't need any straight away, but I will probably in a few months request a scoop. I think is probably the right size for this one. I will request another scoop in it so I can have it on hand for next year, because it is really fabulous. I do have caramel apple zucchini bread, so without the cinnamon sugar, and that is really good as well, but I do like it both ways, so I definitely will get that again, and it has always performed really well for me. Super Tarts Beauty and the Beast. I'm not sure what this has been renamed to now. Blackberry sweetened cereal, marshmallow, sugary milk. So it's basically magically delicious with blackberry. I really enjoy it. It's kind of like a blackberry bakery blend, but magically delicious because it's kind of, it's more cereal. To me, it's kind of bakery-like. Like, it's not a really cloying cereal like some, I don't know. I don't really do well with cereal scents in general, but her magically delicious is great. With the blackberry, it's great. Super fruity, super juicy, just love it. Always performs really well. It's a very strong scent. Always a repurchase. I really enjoy it. Super Tarts Raj. So this is cinnamon rolls, buttercream, and pecan pie. This is good. It's not like one I'm crazy about. When it first melts down, it has a borderline sort of sharp cinnamon, which I don't love. So when it's first melting, I find I never really enjoy it that much, but once it really warms up, I find that the, I guess the pecan pie comes out more, and I do like pecan pie scents. I think there's pecan pralines and things like that I don't like, but pecan pie is not bad. So it ends up being a nice cinnamony bakery, but it's not one I'm like super crazy about. So it throws well. I don't think I need to repurchase that one. Like, it's just not special enough for me, but it's fine. It's nice. This is Super Tarts Vision, which is Ozone Sweet Amber Musk Lavender Fern. So this one I do know is renamed now Rainforest. This is one of my all-time favourite scents from Super Tarts or anywhere. I've melted so many clams of this now, and I'm still not sick of it. Like, I was melting it this week, and I was just like absolutely in heaven with it. I was like, I can't believe, like, there are so many different scents now that I loved when I first got into wax that I just have gotten over. This one is not one of those. Like, it is it is somehow fresh and earthy, but I think maybe it's the musk and the fern notes. They're really different. I think Rainforest is a great name for this, even though it doesn't necessarily smell like you're fresh in a rainforest, but because it does have the slight muskiness and the amber and stuff, but it's just really, really good. It's almost, I think with those kind of notes, it almost leans kind of masculine, but it's still really fresh and outdoorsy. I think that's what I really like about it. So, but definitely not in a you are outside in the earth kind of way. Like, anyway, I'm probably doing a really bad job of explaining it, but I love it. Super strong throw, forever a repurchase. Like, I just love that scent so much. I did the whole clam of Jazz Club from Craze. So this was sandalwood, vanilla, Egyptian musk, tobacco wood leaf, and amber. So this was good, but I think I would have preferred to just be melting the tobacco leaf and amber on its own. I love tobacco leaf and amber. It is just this amazing, warm, like there's amber, but there's a slight honey tone to it, and there's spices, and it's so beautiful. And for me, it's like, even smelling this, that's mostly what I'm getting from it. When it warmed, I could smell the other things, the sandalwood, vanilla, and the Egyptian musk, and I just wanted to smell more like tobacco leaf and amber. So it was good, but yeah, it was really, I was just hanging out for the tobacco leaf and amber part of it. It was quite strong. I don't think I need to get this blend again. I do have tobacco leaf and amber, and I might get a K-cup bag of that next time because I just love it so much. I wanted to finish off all of my Teddy Beas clams because I had 4 left and they were all kind of close to finished. One I haven't finished, but I might just polish that off next week because with my Teddy Beas, I've got 2 drawers down here. One is just soufflés, and then the other one is where all of my other things go. So like loaves, tubs, clamshells, and then I've got like some other shape bags and stuff like that as well. But I just feel like with the tubs coming in, because I've got like little cube things in there, I just wanted to start to clear out the clamshells because they're just taking up space that the tubs could take up. And I do have a few tubs coming in my ready to ship, which should be here in the next couple of weeks. And then the pre-order, which obviously is ages away, but there's more tubs there too. So the first one is Boudoir from Teddy Beas. This is pink sugar Palo Santo sugar cookies. I'm really sad that this is finished. I had 2 clamshells of it. I have used them all up. I was not successful getting this on the pre-order list this time. I will ask again when the ready to ship goes up. I will try to get it into that. And if not, I will try again for the next pre-order because Boudoir is amazing. It is my favorite pink sugar bakery scent. It's probably better even than Sweetheart Cookies. Sweetheart Cookies is a really good one, and it's a really popular one as well. I like Boudoir better. There's something about the Palo Santo in that pink sugar cookie mix that just blows my mind. It's so freaking good. You can really smell the Palo too in this one, I find. I think that's what I like about it so much. But it's not like woody overtakes all else. It's absolutely a bakery scent, but with a really strong woodiness to it. So I love, love, love this one. And you can smell the pink sugar too, of course. Great throw. This one throws really well for me. So yellow. Like I said, 100% I am trying to get this one back up so that I can get probably a loaf of that one, to be honest. It's just so good. Christmas Trees and Cream from Teddy Beas. So this is fresh pine boughs, vanilla sugar, waffle cone, vanilla buttercream. I do really like Christmas Trees and Cream. I don't love it as much as I used to. It's because I love creamy kind of bakery leaning pine scents and like without spice, just sort of creaminess and pine. And this one is probably a little bit too on the sweet side. It is a very sweet take on that kind of blend, which is in some ways what makes it so unique because it's got a really beautiful vanilla buttercream to it. I think that's what really sets this one apart. But it is a very sweet buttercream. So yeah, I do love it. I do still like melting it, but I used to be absolutely obsessed with it. Now I'm like, it's just really nice. I have one more souffle of it, so this is not the end of my Christmas Trees and Cream. It is in the pre-order, this pre-order. I haven't ordered more because that souffle, with the pace I've been going through this, that will easily, I'll still have plenty next year. So I'm good. I always want to have Christmas Trees and Cream in small quantities, but I don't need it in huge quantities anymore. And then I did Teddy Beas Beachy Clean. So this one is seaweed, night blooming jasmine, vetiver, coconut, eucalyptus, marine notes, and crisp cotton. So I'm fairly certain that this is beechwood vetiver, which is an oil, plus crisp cotton. Because the seaweed, night blooming jasmine, vetiver, coconut, eucalyptus, and I think marine notes, I'm pretty sure that whole mix is beechwood vetiver, which I love. I love beechwood vetiver. And this definitely smells very much like that. yeah, maybe slightly more aquatic. So she may have added more marine notes to it. I'm not sure. And definitely like a slight cotton. But it mostly just smells like a slightly more fresh beechwood vetiver. So I love beechwood vetiver, so this was really good. It wasn't that unique in that respect because, you know, I've had a bunch of scents with beechwood vetiver in it. But still, did really enjoy it. Very strong throwing scent. Possibly would get it again. I wouldn't need a big quantity of it, but I would get maybe a small. I finished this little scoop of Deadpool from L3. So this is Smells Like a Sweaty Superhero. Should Vanilla Patchouli Abercrombie Fierce type. I normally really enjoy this, but something about this one this week, it actually gave me quite a headache. And it's still coming across super cologne-like. I mean, it is obviously a cologne scent, but normally Fierce gives me kind of fuzzy, like almost like grandpa's sweater kind of vibes. But this at the moment is really, and just the vanilla patchouli normally just kind of gives it a bit more of an earthiness. But yeah, this one was really aggravating and giving me a headache, and it still feels like it would. Normally it's not like that, so I don't know what's going on at the moment. It is very strong. I do have another bougie bar of it, so hopefully my nose or my brain can get over whatever its problem is with this one, because I do really love it. But just this week I didn't love it this week. Fall Vibes from Empire Alchemy. So this one is dried figs, whipped cream, raspberry black tea, cinnamon guacwood, vanilla ice cream. I love this scent. This is such a good scent. It was from her. She did a Autumnland sampler. Oh, it is so pretty. It's a creamy berry, slightly black tea scent. Like, I definitely get creaminess. More whipped cream, I'd say, than ice cream. Vanilla ice cream often doesn't smell that great to me. And the dried figs, I feel like it's just the raspberry and the dried figs. They just smell good together. It's not super spicy. It's not woodsy. Although there is like complexity to it. So there's probably some notes floating around in there. But oh my god, it's so good. It throws well. I definitely would get it again. It is really, really nice. I finished off this bag of my mango chiffon cake. So this is from Craze. So mango sorbet, orange chiffon cake, and Malibu rum cupcakes. I love this scent. So you may have noticed, so this is for me definitely like a warmer weather bakery scent. We did have one day this week that was quite warm. So not quite warm, but like, you know, warmer than a typical winter day. We're in that kind of phase of early spring where it's still generally speaking winter-like weather. But you just get signs of things are turning, you know, like today the air was really cold, but if you sat out in the sun, particularly if you were able to sit out of the breeze, the sun was quite warm. And yeah, just there kind of be days of warmer weather, and then it kind of drops off down into like cold and freezing, and tonight was pretty cold. We were just out for dinner. So it makes it really hard to pick wax for me because I like to melt to the weather. So if it is a nice warm sunny day, then I like to be melting sunny day things, and if it's not, then I don't. So, you know, I tend to look at the forecast and try and pick my wax box according to that. But if things change, then I often... Anyway, back to the scent. So yeah, I love this one. It is definitely a good one for melting on a warmer morning, like a not winter morning, because I do like kind of lighter weight fruity bakeries on those days. Oh, it's just so, it's a beautiful creamy cake like mango sorbet. It's delicious. I have another bag of it because it's been one of my favorite customs. It always throws really well. I think I always will get this one over and over again. It's just fantastic. Kay's mango sorbet is just the best. Like, I've tried mango sorbet from a few vendors and hers is the best. This labelless bag, it's not labelless actually, I have the label in here, is it was Empire Alchemy Spa Strawberry. So this was fresh strawberry, lemon zest, lemongrass, patchouli, and green leaves. So this one I've had for a while. It was from May 2020. I just had a couple of pieces left floating around, so I finally threw them into a warmer. It's not a scent that I really wanted to reach for, but I did enjoy it. It's just lemongrassy, ziggy kind of scent I really don't generally like. This one I did like though, but I just never wanted to melt it. It was really good because it was strawberry, but with a really nice fresh zing to it, but not overly strongly lemongrassy or anything like that. But it was just really nicely blended, I thought. I got really good throw from this all the way through. Even the last pieces I melted were still quite strong, and that, you know, Empire Alchemy, you know, because so this was over 2 years old, kind of almost 2.5 years old. You know, some Empire Alchemy wax would not last that long, but this was still quite strong. So again, I probably wouldn't repurchase it just because I just did not reach for it that much, but it was a really nice scent. And if you like kind of zingy but not over the top lemongrassy scents with something like strawberry, that would be a really good one. Scarecrow from Empire Alchemy. I did do a big Empire Alchemy clean out this week because Empire Alchemy was taking up space in my K. Well, I had a shared K and Empire Alchemy drawer. The K collection has expanded quite significantly. Empire Alchemy has kind of retracted, although I do have some more on the way. So yeah, I did a clean out. I had a lot of Empire Alchemy stuff that was ready to finish, so that's what I did. So Scarecrow is charred hay bales, wood fire, smoked berries, and autumn air. I love Scarecrow so much. I really need to get more Scarecrow. When she has like dried berries, charred berries, things like that, I don't really see other vendors play around with those sort of notes. It really smells legit like, yeah, charred berries, but somehow in a good way. Like, I don't know. Oh, smoked berries, sorry. They are smoked, and they're not like a typical fresh berry scent, but it is berries, you know. And you definitely get a very slight wood fire. Yeah, there's a smokiness to this, but it's smoky and it's a berry and it's a little bit earthy and it's just fantastic. So great throw, 100% would get that one again. I really, really enjoyed that one. Autumn Moon from Empire Alchemy again. So this is maple leaves, mac apple, Tom Ford, tobacco, vanilla. This one's okay. I wasn't like super enthusiastic about this one. Kind of it's a bit, to me it's kind of earthy with a slight apple, and I don't know if I love that combination. So it was fine. It threw well, but not a repurchase. So I did Vintage Chic Scents Billy Bossa Nova, and I blended it with L3 Zucchini Bread. I don't know why I didn't blend it with Vintage Chic Scents Zucchini Bread, because I have Vintage Chic Scents Zucchini Bread as well, but it's just what I had. So Billy Bossa Nova is gooey marshmallows, rich vanilla cupcakes, yellow cake, and rich sugar cookies. I don't love Billy Bossa Nova. I think I've just found that rich vanilla cupcakes is generally an oil that I don't love, and yellow cake as well. So on its own, it's a very artificial kind of, yeah, very sweet, very artificial cake scent. I do not like that. It was really good with the zucchini bread though. So it took a while to get going. When I first went down there after it melting for a little bit, I could barely smell anything, and I was like, because I have had some real problems with Vintage Chic scent throwing. So, and this was down in my lounge room as well, which is quite open. So I thought that the Billy Bossa Nova just was not throwing. But then I came back down again like an hour later, and it smelled really good. Like, it was just a really delicious mixed bakery scent. It was probably more zucchini bread than anything else, because the L3 zucchini bread definitely would be stronger than Billy Bossa Nova. But I think that was a good thing, because I think it meant that the artificial elements of this kind of were overwhelmed. And it just added an extra creaminess and just a really delicious sort of bakery, slightly marshmallowy lean. So really loved that combo. That said, I would not get Billy Bossa Nova again because I didn't like it on its own. And I don't think it was good enough to bother getting to blend again. But I love L3 Zucchini Bread. And I will try and do more kind of bakery on bakery combos, because it's just such a good blender. Julian from Empire Alchemy. So this is the Fog, which is like a marshmallows apple something scent. And then Fresh Cut Christmas Tree Vanilla Crumb Donut. This one, it smells so pretty, but it just doesn't throw. The Fog I had the same problem with. It was a gorgeous scent, but it just doesn't throw. It reminds me a little bit of that Mac Apple Vanilla Bean Noel Ocean scent from Super Tarts, but without the ocean. Just a really nice sweetened kind of marshmallowy apple. So it's really pretty, but I don't really smell Christmas tree. Pardon me. And I just, yeah, almost non-existent throw, so not a repurchase. The Pharmacist's Daughter Ravencliff. So this is blue sugar, wood sage and sea salt and zucchini bread. I love this. It's so good. Blue sugar and zucchini bread are fabulous together, but the wood sage and sea salt with zucchini bread, because I like zucchini bread, that it's a sweet, creamy bakery, but it does have a bit of a saltiness to it. So the wood sage and sea salt just blends really well with it. Yeah, this is honestly my favorite kind of blue sugar zucchini bread combo. I know there are a few out there, but this one I think is my favorite. Throws really well, although I will say after 4 or 5 hours it did die off. I do like my wax to last a little bit longer than that, but still, it was really good and I would get that one again. And the last thing in my empties is pink frosted animal cookies from L3. I actually have this on in here. I put it on in the morning and I just haven't had a chance. We've been busy all day, so I haven't had a chance to change. But yeah, I really just get a kind of plasticky, slightly Play-Doh-y, very slight, creamy scent from pink frosted animal cookies. It just doesn't smell like much at all. I don't know why, but it's just, yeah, that scent doesn't work for me. So that one I wouldn't repurchase. Okay, so now I'm going to go on to my Unempties. Just give me a sec. Okay, so I have raspberry adipose zucchini bread from L3. So the adipose is jet puff mallow, mallow fluff, toasted mallow. Yep, that's it. So it's like a mallow blend. This one, so my custom, I think I've mentioned before, I made a mistake on this custom. I meant to do it with raspberry whip, but I did it with just raspberries. So I still really like it. I actually have, it's not my blend, the raspberry whip version. I have a bougie bar of this raspberry whip adipose zucchini bread, and it blew my mind. It is so good. So I got this because I wanted that scent again. And this is good, but it's not as good as that combo was. The raspberry whip's got a real, it's got a real zinginess to it that this doesn't have. This raspberry does have that slight kind of floral tone to it. So it's pretty, and it is a nice blend, but it would have been better with the other raspberry. But still, I do enjoy it. I like it when it melts. It is a really lovely scent. I will enjoy, as the weather starts warming up, I am going to start blending it with mango sorbet, because I think I have seen someone say somewhere that raspberry mango sorbet adipose and zucchini bread is a great combo. So that was part of the reason why I got this bag, was A, because I really like the raspberry whip scent, but also because I thought it would go really well with mango. So looking forward to doing that in the summer. Throws really well. I wouldn't do that scent again, but I do want more of the raspberry whip version because I just love that version. Something about the zinginess of the raspberry with the zucchini bread, it's phenomenal. Teddy Beas Madagascar. So this is wet leaves, citrus, sandalwood, sugary musk notes. This one is pretty good. It's interesting because it really does have sugary. I don't know if I'd say it's hugely musky. There is a slight amount of that there. To me, it's more just really, it's a green scent, but really sugary as well. But in a good way. Like, it's just, it smells outdoorsy and it smells green-like, but sweet. I don't really get a citrus, maybe slightly, but yeah, it's definitely fresh, wet green leaves, like jungle leaves. But more kind of sweet than like humid or fresh or things like that. Anyway, I really do enjoy it. I would possibly get it again, although it's not one I'm like mad for. But yeah, anyway, I've got one more cube, so I'll probably do melt that this week. Teddy Beas, cheesecake cookies and blackberry jam. So, sugar cookies, creamy cheesecake, graham crackers, marshmallow cream, a hint of sweet spice layered with sweet blackberry jam. This was lovely. Her blackberry jam is great. I mean, I've only had like her blackberry jam, blackberry butter pecan cookies, which I think is a blackberry jam butter cookie scent. This I think is a different blackberry jam. But yeah, really delicious, blended really well. The only thing I'd say is the throw is sort of light to medium. I did it up here in my office, so I think it probably just needs more cure time. It was poured in early July, so Some Teddy Bee scents just need a bit longer. So I will let this one sit for a bit longer, but it was really delicious. I really enjoyed it, and it's possibly a repurchase. Percy from Super Tarts. So this one is Rain and Lemon Curd. I love this scent. So with this one, I'm finding me with lemon curd lately, I'm not loving it. It's often too kind of strong and harsh, and it's very sweet and very tart at the same time. Like, it's just a lot. And so a lot of lemon curd blends are not sitting super well with me right now, but this one is still amazing. Even though I'm kind of swinging off lemon curd, I still love this because I think the Rain is actually really strong in this. That's not to say you can't smell the lemon curd. You can. It's definitely there. But it's not that really hit you in the face. It just, the absolute fresh amazingness of her Rain just makes this something so, so good. So I haven't melted it for a while because I just was kind of a little bit like, oh, do I want lemon curd? But melting it this time around, I was like, no, I still love this. It's still an amazing combo. It's blended so well. I get great throw from it. 100% will get this one again. I mean, I think I have a whole half BAM as well, so I don't need to think about repurchasing it anytime soon, but still, love it. Cookie Therapy Craze from L3. So this was the like Pride Melt from last year. My last container of it, I went to the effort of popping it out and slicing it so I could get the whole rainbow in the melter. I haven't done that this time. I'm just scooping it. It is really good. Cookie Therapy Craze is like a sugared shortbread cookie, sugared shortbread pretzel. I can't remember the others, but I enjoy it. It's a really good kind of dense bakery, and it's blended with her cotton candy craze. So this is like a sweetened cotton candy cookie kind of scent, but the cookie scent is really dense, so it holds up really well against the sweetened cotton candies and stuff. So yeah, I do really enjoy this. I think one scoop was probably enough. Like, once I finished that first scoop, I was kind of like, I don't really feel like I need to keep doing this one, but I've got the whole other scoop. So once I'm done with that one, I will be done. It is a strong throwing scent, but yeah, probably don't need to repurchase. Mars' Mercy and Stephen Benet from L3. So this is, I know I'm missing some of the notes here because this is what she's printed on the front is only half of it. So it's got Rainforest, Sugarcane, Fir Trees, Creamy Vanilla. I can't remember what else it has, but it is all kind of similar tonal, fresh, either rainforesty or vanilla type notes. So yeah, it is very, very fresh, but like with a creamy undertone, which I enjoy. I do enjoy those sorts of blends. It's almost like agave or aloe, like it's got a real juicy kind of quality to it, with Rainforest Sugarcane often has. But Rainforest Sugarcane can be quite sweet. I think the Fir Trees and the other stuff in here kind of cut that sweetness. So yeah, I really do enjoy this one. I actually like, I think it's Mars' Mercy on its own better. I do have that one as well, and I've compared them. I think I like that a little bit more better on its own, but I still really enjoyed that. Don't know if it's a repurchase at this stage, but it is good. L3 Beach Nights, Blackberry Jam, Butter Cookies, and Waffle Cone Mallow. I actually have two of these bars that I bought in separate restocks. I didn't realise that, like, they're both bougie bars, but they're both different colours, so they were obviously poured. I think they were poured at different times. I certainly bought them in different restocks. This was not bad, but it mostly smelled like Beach Nights. I can smell bakery here. Not necessarily like strong blackberry jam butter cookies, but I can smell Beach Nights and bakery here. But I remember when it was melting, it was just a very subtle bakery, and I mostly smelled Beach Nights. So that said, I mean, normally I talk about how much I don't like Beach Nights anymore, but L3's Beach Nights, it's different, which I know a lot of people don't like about it. I do like that. It's a different salty sea air tone, and I just prefer it. So yeah, I enjoyed this, but I wanted more of the elements that are in it. Through well, probably not a repurchase. Like, I've got two bougie bars of that. I'm not going to need that one again after that. L3 Benny and June. So this is French Baguettes, Honey Butter, and Blackberry Marmalade. I don't know why I didn't melt this one this whole season. Like, I specifically got this because it is an autumn like melt for me. And I didn't, this is the first time I've melted it like this entire like autumn winter season, which is just crazy. I had a Bitty Betty loaf. I made a mistake. I started on this loaf before I finished the Bitty Betty, and I'm still not actually 100% sure. I might still have a little bit of that Bitty Betty left. So I think that's where I kind of got my, I stopped pulling this because I just went, oh, I've got to finish the other one. And then anyway, it's great though. She's got a great French baguette. So it's got a, it's like based on a really delicious bread scent. But then the kind of spiced blackberry marmalade mix is just so good. So yeah, I think I'll have to melt this one a bit more over the next few weeks while the weather is still cool. Because yeah, I really, when I have a scent that's like a real seasonal scent like this one, I don't like carrying over like more than half of a loaf, because I would want to be finishing this off, because I think I got this like late last year, so it's almost a year old. So next year, like with my loaves, I want to be kind of finishing them off around the 2-year mark. Like that's just how long it seems to take me to get through a loaf, particularly if it's seasonal, sort of 2 to 2.5 years. And if I've got more than half of a loaf left by the time summer comes up with that one, I won't be finishing it next year. So that's just how the pace I work through my wax. Modoc from Super Tarts. So this has a different name now, but I don't know what it is. This is Peach Blackberry Waffle Cone. I really, really like this scent. Oh, it's just delicious. Like, it has a coconutty vibe. I don't know where that comes from, if it's the waffle cone or something else, but sometimes her peach smells slightly I feel like I've smelled a coconutty tone in some of her peach blends, so it's not strong and it's really delicious, but it's just there, you know. The blackberry is not super strong in this one, but it is definitely there. It is really good. This one I will say, I feel like it took a long time to get to a point where it was throwing pretty well. The first few times I melted this bag, it was kind of medium, but now it's pretty strong. So yeah, I don't know why that is. But anyway, it's going to take a long time for me to get through that, but I would repurchase it. Oop. Dropping things. Dropping more things. So High Garden, oh yeah, can't pick things up. High Garden Harvest, custom. I've had this one before. I didn't have it named last time though. Marshmallow Fireside, Apple Harvest, and Fallen Leaves. I don't know if this is like, I think she has this on her suggested custom list. So I don't think it was like my idea, although I don't think I referred to that list when I submitted it the first time. It's so good. Like, it's just, I feel like there's all of these kind of spiced leaves-ish apple scents out there that I don't know why, I don't love them. Sometimes they have, most of the time I think they have the wrong apple tone for me. Like, I'm really picky about my apples. Apple Harvest is just so warm and rich, and it doesn't, I think the thing is it doesn't have a huge amount of sweetness. A lot of apple scents have a lot of sweetness. This one doesn't. So you get more sweetness almost from the Marshmallow Fireside, and I don't know, I adore this scent. Throws really strongly. Yeah, it kind of arrived a bit late in the season for me. I might try and melt it at least one more time before the weather warms up, because otherwise it'll be on hold till next year, but still, love, love, love that blend. K again, so Palo Picnic, another custom. Pumpkin Pecan Waffles, Sugared Spruce, and Palo Santo. So this one was a bit of a gamble because I haven't done Sugared Spruce before. And it is very sweet. So Sugared Spruce is quite sweet. And this blend does come across as a very sweet blend, because Pumpkin Pecan Waffles is also quite sweet. I think if I was to play around with the ratios on this one in future, I would dial up the Palo quite considerably, because I can't really smell it here. And I think my idea with where I was going with this was really good, but it just needs more Palo. Because I think that the sweetness of the Sugared Spruce and the Pumpkin Pecan Waffles would really be offset really well by a good dose of Palo. But with that said, it is still a really good blend. It melts much better. I was a bit concerned when it arrived, just because I thought, oh, it smells a bit sickly, and I just don't know. But when it melted up, it was really good. And I'd say that the longer it melted, the more I could smell the smell more than just a sweetness from the pumpkin pecan waffles, and I could actually smell the whole pumpkin pecan waffles with the tree notes. It was really, really good. So I do really like, should have done a stronger Palo. I can't remember if I specified ratios or not. I don't think I did, so I think it is equal parts. So in future, yes, more Palo, probably like 50% Palo, 25% the other elements. But yeah, do really like it. It is a really nice combo. Just, yeah, need to tinker with it in future. Blue Sugar Zucchini Bread today is October 3rd from L3. I don't really remember this one melting very much. I do enjoy it. I do think it is a good blue sugar zucchini bread blend. I don't get as much today's October 3rd as I would have liked from previous melts, I remember. So yeah, but I know this time around, I just don't think I think I was busy and I just don't think I went down to it. So I have another bag of it because I accidentally bought 2, so it's probably not going to be a repurchase, but I do like it. Haunted House Season from Kay. So this is apple, clove, butter, fallen leaves, and pumpkin pecan waffles. This is really good. It is a little bit intense. Like it is, again, it's very sweet. The pumpkin pecan waffles is sweet. And the fallen leaves has a slight sweetness as well. I will say apple clove butter, probably not my favorite just because I'm not a big clove fan. So there is a clove note in there that bugs me a little bit, but it is still a really nice blend. So yeah, I did enjoy it. Just a little bit bugged by the clove. Really good throw. Possibly a repurchase. Wouldn't need huge quantities of it, but I did really enjoy it. Monster House from Super Tarts. So this one is apple, cinnamon, cobbler, sweet potato souffle, butter pecan, and peach. I really enjoy this. This time around, I think I was just melting it with the wrong scents because this is quite fruity. But it is definitely spiced, you know. And I feel like I'm getting more of the spice and the butter pecan than I used to out of it. But still really fruity, really fun blend. Yeah, this time around, I can't remember what I melted at the same time as, but it just didn't quite gel with what I had going in the house. But I still really enjoy it. It's a very strong scent. It throws really strongly. That's part of the problem. It was crossing over and clashing with other scents. I would repurchase this one, but not in huge quantities. I think I do already have another clam of it, so. I did Super Tarts Rain with Sweater Weather. So I've already raved about her rain scent in this video. It's just phenomenal. I need to blend with it more because I bought so many freaking clamshells of it that I need to make sure I'm using them. I do think with her rain, I could have easily melted it all winter, and I probably could have blended it with more kind of warm and cozy scents, but I do think her rain is something that I really get drawn to in the springtime. So I think I will be doing I hope I will be doing a fair bit of blending with it over the coming months. But it was really nice with the Sweater Weather. Her Sweater Weather is not the really fresh, crisp, like blast of cool air Sweater Weather scent. Hers is more woody and there's a sweet kind of juniper to it, and it's really pretty, but it's not, it's not that Sweater Weather. But I sort of wish it had a different name in a way, like, because I love this scent for what it is, but it's just not Sweater Weather, So if it had a different name, I would be perfectly happy. But there's always that little thing in your head that's like, oh, it's not Sweater Weather. But anyway, it was beautiful with the rain scent. Great blend. 100% would do that again. And I would get both of those blenders again. Like, they're just really, really good scents. I did Relax and Klaus from Super Tarts. So lavender, white, nectarine, vanilla bean, sea salt, teakwood, blackberry balsam. I also did just Relax on its own. So Relax is lavender, white, nectarine, vanilla bean, and sea salt. So I've melted Relax and Klaus before, and I remember thinking when I did it that it was really beautiful, but that the Klaus must have been really dialed down, because Klaus is the teakwood blackberry balsam, and it is a strong, heady teakwood and balsam. And the blackberry is quite sharp as well. So I do love Klaus, but it is quite a deep kind of woody sort of tree-like scent. And in here, I felt like I can smell it, but I felt that it was much more about the lighter, the sweeter, the white nectarine, the vanilla, a little bit of lavender, you know. But then I melted Relax on its own, and I realized that Klaus is definitely doing something in here. Because Relax on its own was too much. It was too sweet. It was too lavender, and I don't really love that Super Tarts lavender. It's kind of like a body care soap kind of lavender. I don't love that. So yeah, this was a little bit sickly, just not really my thing, but I love it with Klaus. Like the addition of the woody elements, to me, it still smells fruity and like what the Relax notes sound like they should be, but just anchored in this really amazing, I don't know, the wood and the balsam and stuff. Like so I now appreciate a lot more what the Klaus is doing in this blend. So, yeah, I would definitely get this combo again. I wouldn't get Relax on its own. Both through very strongly, but yeah. Mary from Super Tarts. So this one is Pink Cranberries Whipped Cream Waffle Cone. I didn't really spend much time with it. Not super impressed with this one. It reminds me a lot of Harley Quinn, which has a new name now. Harley Quinn was like a blackberry pink sugar waffle cone scent. I don't know why. Like, I guess pink cranberries might be pink sugar cranberries. I don't know. But I don't really smell a cranberry scent from this. I smell pink sugar. Does Harley Quinn have blackberry? I can't remember. Anyway, I know it's got pink sugar and waffle cone, and this pretty much smells to me. I don't have it here to compare, so they could be different, but it just reminds me of that. So, I couldn't even tell you how it threw this time because I don't remember it melting, but that scent is not a repurchase. Like, it's just too similar to, yeah. Teddy Beas Winterfell. So this is Marshmallow Fireside, Palo Santo, White Birch, Icy Snow, Vanilla. I love Winterfell. It is so freaking good. I have ordered a tub. It is in the pre-order today, and I have ordered a tub. Although when I did that, I actually thought I was finished this bag. For some reason, I had it in my head that I'd finished, but I've got one more chunk plus a few bits. I am not a fan of the Teddy Beas chunks, so I know not everyone loves the tubs that she does now. I love those tubs. I'm so glad they're here. My problem with the chunks is that they're all very uneven in size. Like every bag has different size chunks. And I like to be able to cut the same amount for my warmer every single time. But having to figure out the right amount, I find it just, I don't know, it's too much work for my brain. And a lot of the time I find the chunks are like just too, like this for example is probably... this one is probably 3 warmers worth for me, but some of them have been like 2.5. So I've got all of these little bits because I don't like overdoing the warmers. I think maybe with the bits that are in here I might be able to get 4 more melts out of this bag, but with the tubs I don't have to think about it. Like I just, because I do the tubs the same way that I do like a souffle. Like I cut it into quarters and then I cut each quarter in half. And then I cut in half again. Like I just keep doing it, you know, going down into equal kind of quadrants until the pieces are small enough. So I find the tubs really easy in that regard because I just know exactly, and then every single piece is the same size. But anyway, Winterfell, fantastic scent. It's just, it's icy and woody, but it's got a vanilla and a marshmallow as well, so it's kind of creamy. It's just so beautiful, so well blended, so strong. So yeah, really happy that I ordered more of that because I will probably try and finish that off again. I will keep pulling it over the coming weeks whenever there's a bit of cold weather, just so I can get it finished off because yeah, no point carrying it into next year. Harry's Holiday from Super Tarts. This one is French Baguette, Magically Delicious and Blue Sugar. It smells so good, but this bag is just doesn't throw. I've had clamshells of this scent that have thrown really well, but this bag is like light medium and I don't know why. It's such an amazing scent. It's one of my favorite blue sugar bakeries, but I'm just always sad because this bag just doesn't throw. So I will repurchase it because I just think this is a one-off, because it's not even normally like these bags don't throw. Normally bags do really well. There's no damage, no holes. It's been stored the same as all my others. So I really don't get why this one is not performing, but it's not. Lumberjack contest from Kay. So this is Leaves, Palo Santo, Autumn Flannel. I actually liked this one more than I thought I would. I really wasn't sure about it. Leaf scents can be very hit or miss, and flannel scents as well, although I'm not super familiar with autumn flannel. But yeah, this one was really strong. It definitely had like a leaves and almost like cider-like tone, but not like an appley cider, but which I know they all are, but it just, I don't know. There's like that kind of autumnal tone. Anyway. Didn't smell super strongly flannelly to me. I did smell Palo Santo. I feel like I got a lot of leaves. It was really good. Bit slightly masculine toned, but more just like straight up fall. Very, very strong. I had it melting up here in my office and it was very strong. I would possibly get it again. I honestly, I was not sure about how that one would go, but I really enjoyed it. Texas Chainsaw from Super Tarts. So this is caramel apple, hot maple toddy, and French baguette. This one I really enjoy now. I don't know why when it first got it, I was like, yeah, it's good, but I'm not crazy about it. But now it's got that beautiful caramel apple that I love. Like, I don't know why some caramel apple oils and apple and caramels and stuff I don't love, but there's just this caramel apple oil that smells really good. And a French baguette, so it's kind of in a bakery scent, but not overly sweet, but not super, it's not like heavy yeasty, it's really delicious. I don't get a strong like hot maple toddy, it just adds a bit of warmth. So really, really good. Great throw. Definitely will repurchase. It's really, really, really enjoying that one at the moment. Wise Men from Super Tarts. So this is Spearmint, Palo Santo, Rainwater, Eucalyptus, and Thyme. This is such an unusual scent. I've never smelled anything like this in my life. It is really good, but it is super hard to describe. Like, there's something in the way that the spearmint and the thyme, I don't feel like I get a really strong eucalyptus. It is probably there, but I definitely can smell thyme and spearmint. So that kind of sweetened, specifically spearmint scent and like herbal thyme. You definitely can smell the fresh rainwater and a slight woodiness as well. So it's kind of sweetened and herbal and fresh. It's really odd and it feels like it shouldn't work, but I do like it. Like it's very, very unique. I don't know if it's ever going to come back because it was an Advent scent. And I will live with it. Like, if it never comes back again, I'm fine. But if it does, I would definitely get another clam. Like, it's a very interesting scent. So, and it throws very well. Nearly done. Night Stalker from Britta's. So this is Patchouli, Blue Sugar, and Sugar Cookie Royale. I don't remember this one melting this time. I think this bag, because it has been sitting for a while, 2 years, since October 2020. But it does smell a bit lighter than it used to. I really enjoyed this when I first got it. And then the patchouli kind of just took over. At first it was a really good Blue Sugar Bakery. But then it became more and more patchouli as it went. And now it smells kind of light. So I don't know. We'll see. I've also got another bag of this as well. I just haven't been melting it the way I thought I would. So, because of the way it transformed. I did Cranberry Marmalade with Super Tarts Harry. So Harry is the French baguette and Magically Delicious. And this one, same thing as Harry's Holiday. This one hasn't been performing very well for me either. I don't understand. Because I've had clamshells of both of them and they did really well, but in bam bags. And it's just this Harry scent. Because I wouldn't say I've had performance issues with any other of my bam bags. Some of them have needed a bit longer to cure, maybe than some of my clamshells. But generally speaking, the bam bags have been fine. But these Harry ones... because, yeah, all I could really smell was the cranberry marmalade. I really do like cranberry marmalade, so that was fine by me. But, yeah, like, I'm just so disappointed because I love Harry. And I know I've had it perform well for me, but just, yeah. Anyway, The last thing I did was pink sugar and sugar cookie from Super Tarts. So I was doing pink sugar cookie scents, so I went, well, I might as well blend the two. It was good. It wasn't great. No, it was good. Like, it was good. I think my main thing was the throw wasn't quite where I wanted it to be. But I think in a smaller space, because I had that down in my lounge room, I think in a smaller space it would do well. It was still medium. I could still smell it, but I had boudoir in the kitchen at the same time, and I think I was just drawn to that one because boudoir is amazing. Possibly if I'd thrown, and maybe I will do this, I'll throw some Palo Santo into this combo next time, because that would actually probably not get too far away from boudoir, maybe. So yeah, maybe I'll do that and that'll be really good. But anyway, I would do this in a smaller space. It was good, but it wasn't amazing, and it was kind of medium throw at best. That's it. That's everything that I melted this week. Next week, yeah, I think my melting piles will be slightly shorter again. I mean, I'm still doing 15-minute plus videos, but because I will sort of be going back to the office 2 days a week. I know I keep saying that, and all of a sudden something COVID goes on, and then all of a sudden I'm not back. But I definitely have been in the office at least 1 day a week, and I will be on there more. So we'll see how that goes. And my son's birthday party it's his birthday this Thursday, and his birthday party's on Saturday. So I imagine that is going to throw things out of whack in terms of wax melting routines and whatnot as well. So see how we go. Anyway, I hope you're all doing really well. I hope if you get as excited about Teddy B's pre-orders as I do, that you had a lot of fun with that list like I did. And I'll talk to you all again soon. Bye.